All right. Two teams are just giving a little pep talk before the game. Scott Toth will be announcing the starting lineups here shortly. And we'll get the show on the road.
Good afternoon and welcome to tonight's match between Carmel Cougars and Panthers. Join me in standing. We'll have a word of prayer and then we'll play our national anthem and I'll announce the colors and get our game underway. Lord, we thank you so much for the day that you've given us. We thank you for the sunshine we were able to see today. Thank you for bringing Mount Carmel safely to us. Thank you for them making that trip. We look forward to a good match tonight between the girls and the boys a little bit later. Pray for safety for the players. Pray for guidance for the coaches and also for the referees. They appreciate it. Thank you again for all you do for us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Starting for the visiting Cougars tonight, number 54, Hannah Bosner. Number 21, Megan Turnbull. Number 23, Leanne Leeper. Number 34, Alexis Morgan. Faith Brandner. All right, starting for the home team Panthers tonight, number 0, Kana Severson. Number 1, Juliana Carr. Number 20, Mia Severson. Our two seniors starting tonight, number 11, Jill Cougars. And number 14, Hannah Good.
All right. I'm not entirely sure what else to cover. Other than this will be welcome to the final matchup of the season. Tonight's matchup is the Mount Carmel Cougars defending the left side, shooting towards the right. And they're facing up against the Slippery Rock Panthers. The Panthers are defending to the right and shooting on the left rim. Hannah in the jump ball circle with Faith. And we'll get things on the road here shortly. We got 8 minutes on the clock. Both teams ready to rock and roll. Faith able to get this one down low. Hoffer down low, able to shoot this one up. Able to send that bucket in for 2. Sending this into a 2-0 game right off the bat. Full court press. Panthers there trying to get this one out of their own zone. Mia Severson able to take this one out into the offensive zone. Tries to bounce this one down to Hannah, but not able to complete that pass. Trickles out of bounds, and it will be a Cougar inbound on their own in their own defensive zone. Panthers looking to get that pressure down there. Hoffer gets this one up towards that far side. Alexis takes this one down that left side, brings this one back out top to Hoffer. Hoffer bringing this towards that point, able to throw that one down low, goes off Jill's foot and into the hands of Juliana. Juliana recovering this one for the Panthers, bringing this one out the other way, over towards that right side, Mia picking it up. Mia furthers this ball down towards that right side on that right inner corner. Kana back out to Hannah on that right wing, able to take this one down towards that baseline. Shot goes up for two, not able to sink that one down as it's a little overshot. Jill comes up with that rebound, trying to get this one out to Juliana. Swatted away, trying to keep this one alive is Megan Turnbull, but not able to do so. Panther inbound in their own defensive zone. Juliana is inbounding this one over to Hannah. Hannah going to bring this one out slow and steady. Hannah good, over to Juliana. Juliana pressured up, able to get this one off to Mia. Mia over towards that right side, Kana picking it up and drives down that right lane. Able to get this one down towards that baseline, not able to complete the pass to Jill, and it is going to be an inbound on the baseline of the Cougars' territory. Hoffer able to get this one over towards that left side. Alexis picking this one up, going to take this one back towards the middle. Stops at that half-court line. Loses possession of that one. Hoffer fights for that one. Gets it over to Faith. Faith on that right side, trying to take this one down into the Panthers' territory. Hits that right wing, able to shoot this one up for two. Not able to send that one home. It's just a little overshot. Turnbull goes out to Alexis. Shot goes up. Not able to send that one home either. Hoffer gets this one down low, turning and shooting. Not quite able to score as the Cougars. Secondary shot. Able to send that one home. And that'll make it 4-0. Good shot by the 23 in green. Mia Severson here with control of this one. And a quarterback to play for the Panthers. 6:14 in the first quarter remaining. Able to get this one down to Jill. Jill turning, trying to get this one over to Hannah. Leanne able to get a hand on that one, but recovering this one is good. Good out towards that point. Looking towards her right. Taking her time to slow the pace of the game down. 5:55 remaining in the first quarter of play, 4-0 being the score. Cougars the only one on the scoreboard so far. Mia Severson on the right side looking for an opening, able to get this one down to Kana. Kana tries to drive down that baseline against Faith. Sounds like Faith is going to be the one to swat that one out of bounds, and it will be a Panther inbound. Juliana here to bounce this one in from that baseline, able to get it over to Mia. Out top it goes to Hannah. Hannah picking this one up at the point, able to get this one over to Juliana. Juliana down low finds Jill. Jill's shot is blocked away by Hoffer, and they're going to call this one a foul. Jill's first shot gets about as close as he can without making a shot successful. Maybe the second one will be a little different. Secondary shot hits that shelf, comes down to the hands of Kana. Kana shooting this one up, not able to get enough momentum on it sideways wise, and it will come out Cougar ball. Alexis gives this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer down low in that key, tries to get the pass off. They're now Hannah good on the foul, and it will be an inbound on the baseline of the Panther zone for the Cougars. Hannah Hoffer gets this one in. Shot goes up by Leanne, not able to score on that one. Kana comes down with the ball for the Panthers, recovering it in the defensive zone. Able to get this one over to Hannah Good, and Good will drive down towards that right side, cuts back towards the middle. As she hits that half-court line, looks for an opening into the defense. Not quite able to find one. Turnbull there to try to box her out at the point. Able to get this one over to Kana. Kana drives down that right side, loses possession, and will go off with the defense. The defenseman, Faith. Panther inbound on the baseline of the Cougars territory. Juliana going to be the one to inbound this one. Finds Mia. Mia on that right side, pressured up by Turnbull. Brings this one back out towards the neutral zone. Cuts back towards the baseline. Finds Kana with the pass. Able to get this one down low. Foul is called. They're going to call Hoffer on another foul, and Juliana will get to inbound this one on the Cougars baseline. 4:55 remaining in the first quarter of play. Juliana bounces this one down, goes off Hannah, back over to Juliana. Juliana out top, it goes to Kana. Kana drives in towards the top of that key. Hoffer swipes at this one. Kana takes this one away on the ground. Going to get caught for the travel, and it will be Cougar ball in their defensive zone. Hoffer inbounds this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull brings this one down with fire. Hits the shoulder of Leanne, gains possession. Goes over to Turnbull in that right inner corner. Bounces this one out to Hoffer. Hoffer will chase after this one. Not quite able to take that one down, and it trickles over. Juliana down low. Shot goes up and scores. Inbound goes over to Alexis. Alexis going to bring this one down that left side. Whistle is blown. Referee checking to see if Turnbull is okay, and she appears to be so, and she will get the inbound. Down towards the top of that key shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Kana gets a hand on that one, but stripped away by Leanne. Jill gets this pass off to Juliana. Juliana going to bring this one out for the girls in white. Cuts back towards the neutral zone. Turnbull breaks up that play. Faith going to bring this pass away from Kana. Able to take this one down low, stops, shoots, trickles out, but Hoffer's going to regain that rebound, goes over to Alexis. Alexis' shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one, goes off Kana, then off of another white player, and it will remain green ball. Substitution called for the Panthers. Cassandra Eisler going to come onto the court, and it looks like Hannah Good's going to take a seat on the bench. Hoffer here to inbound, goes over to Turnbull. Three-point shot, goes up, hits that shelf, and comes back down. Leanne, shot hits the top of the backboard, comes down to the hands of Kana, stripped away by Leanne. Out top it goes to Faith, over towards that right side. Turnbull with it on that right block. Shot blocked away by Jill, and it will come out Panther ball. Kana driving down that left side, hits that left wing, able to get this one down to Jill, goes off of Jill, into the hands of Turnbull. Turnbull swipes that one away. They're going to call that one off the foot of Kana, and it will be a green inbound on their own base, or their own defensive end. 3 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. Well, it's a 2-point differential. I believe Hannah Hoffer's in a little bit of foul trouble, and since you only have 5 players, if they do lose one, they will play shorthanded, and that's never fun. I remember back whenever I played, that only happened really one time. That's because we were very shorthanded, and John Brown was famously known to foul out during games. I don't know what else to add here. Well, I'm very much barely conscious right now from lack of sleep. And so if my commentary isn't as colorful as a Bob Ross painting, I apologize. It'll be a green inbound on their own baseline, or sorry, their own defensive zone. Hoffer able to get this one into Faith. Faith going to bring this one down that right side, driving, pressured up against Kana. Hits that right wing, handling this one off to Megan Turnbull. Able to get this one out to Hoffer. Over towards the top of the key it goes. Leanne's shot goes up, hits that shelf, comes back down to the hands of Kana. Kana down low under her own rim. White ball out of bounds is the call. 21 on green will be a foul enforced. Megan Turnbull being the guilty party. Juliana Toth looking to inbound on her own baseline from the full court press, finds Mia Severson. Mia pressured up by Megan, able to get this one over to Juliana. Juliana able to get this one down further towards the other side of the court. They're going to call that one off of Hannah Hoffer, and it will be a Panther ball. Pass goes into Jill. Jill on that left block. Shot goes up, goes off the defenseman, and out of bounds it falls. Juliana Toth here to inbound. This one goes over to Mia. Mia brings this one out towards that top of the point. Able to send this one over to Kana. Kana on that right side drives down that right block, stopped up, throws this one in towards the middle. Cassandra picking this one up, goes over to Juliana. Juliana back out top to the point. She goes. Gets this one down towards the rim. Jill picking this one up, swatted away by Hoffer. Cassandra fights over that one, finds to the hands of Leanne. Jill swipes that one away, but Leanne able to pick this one up after a short while. Leanne stopped up on that half-court line, able to send that one over to Hoffer. Hoffer bringing this one down into the offensive zone. Stopped up, able to get this one over to Faith. Faith gaining control, gives this one back over to Hoffer. Hoffer pressured up by Juliana, able to send this one in. Shot goes up, hits the backboard, and down to the hands of Leanne. Leanne shot a little too far to the right, gets her own rebound. Swiped away by Juliana. Mia picking this one up towards that half-court line, bringing this one down that right side. Alexis there to say hello, able to get this one over to Kana. Kana pressured up by Turnbull, able to take this one down past her, but Hoffer swipes that one away, and it will fall out of bounds. Will be a white ball. Cassandra going back on, Hannah Good coming onto the court. Kano Severson will take a seat on the bench. Juliana Toth able to send this one into Good. Good on that left wing. Cycling back out towards the top of the crease. Able to take this one down inside the key. Onto the right block she goes. Faith able to swipe that one away, and it will remain white ball. Juliana here to inbound this white ball. Able to send this one over to Mia. Mia taking her time, looking for any opportunities that might arise. Favoring that right side of the court, cuts back towards the middle. 1:44 remaining in this first quarter of play. It's a 2-point differential. Hoffer able to send this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull with no one to beat except the rim shot goes up. Hits the backboard, a little too rough on that one. Hannah throwing this one towards that middle, but stopped up. Faith able to get this one over to Alexis. Alexis on the left side, stolen away by Mia. Mia's ball's stolen away by Turnbull. Turnbull goes over to Alexis. Alexis on the left side bounces this one into Hoffer. Hoffer shot goes up. Scores! Making it a 6-2 game. Juliana bringing this one out that right side. Stopped up by Turnbull, brings this one over towards the middle of the court on that right around the neutral zone. Gets a little bit of space from the defense. 1 minute remaining. Once there's 10 seconds left, I'll do my best to keep you informed with the time. Mia on that right corner, stopped up by Faith. Loses possession, then regains after a short while. Sends this one over to Hannah. Hannah Good on that right wing, able to take her time. Loses her dribble. Hands this back over to Mia. 40 seconds remaining. Mia pressured up by Turnbull. Travel's called. It'll be a green ball. Out of bounds on the right side of their defense. Right side in perspective of their rim. Candace Severson going to substitute on for Cassandra Eisler. 35.8 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers at 2, Cougars at 6. Turnbull bringing this one down that right side. Hits the right wing, brings this one back towards the point. Able to find Hoffer on that right wing. Candace Severson there trying to box her out best she can. Fakes it left, goes right instead. Called for the travel. Panthers ball on their own defensive end. Juliana Toth here to inbound this one on the Panthers baseline. Juliana into Mia. Mia cutting back towards the middle. Going to try to take this one out under her own volition. Turnbull trying her hardest to get back, able to block that one up and away. Hoffer, then Mia is the last point of contact. Will be a green ball. Hoffer going to be the one to inbound this one. 12.8 seconds remaining. Here's Megan with it now. Megan able to check this rock down low. Bounces out of bounds. 7.8 seconds remaining. Hannah Good will be the one to inbound this one for the Panthers. Hannah looking for, finds Kane on that right side. She's going to bring this one down with fire in her footsteps. We got 3 seconds remaining. Down on that right inner corner, finds his way out to Hannah Good. Hannah Good not able to get that shot off in time, and that will be the end of the first quarter of play. We'll take a 1-minute intermission, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, both teams looking to get ready to get back into the action. It will be a white ball, Panthers shooting towards the left, and the Cougars shooting to the right to resume into the second quarter of play. Juliana Toth will be the one to inbound this one at half court. Able to get this one over to Mia. Taking her time out towards that point, favoring that right side of the court, keeping her eyes open, trying to take this one down under her own volition, able to get this one out to Kana. Kana at the top of the key, swatted away by Turnbull, but regained possession, able to get this one over to Hannah Good. Hannah Good with the shot, not able to get enough muster on that one to send that one home. Leanne able to pick this one up, but swatted away, and the Panthers regain possession. Goes off of the defensive hand, and it will be considered Jill's contact being the last point of contact. I need a thesaurus. Hoffer able to get this one over to Faith. Faith pressured up by 2 Panther players, able to get this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this one down into the offensive zone. Shot goes up, blocked away by Jill, and it will be considered a foul. Jill in the arm in the process of shooting the ball, and Megan Turnbull will get a chance to send to home for the girls in green. First shot, not as lucky as she'd like to be. We have 2 substitutions. Jacqueline and Evelyn come onto the court. Jill and Juliana will go on to the bench. Shot goes up by Megan, not able to send that one home. Kana bringing this one down under her own rim, and she's going to bring this one out towards favoring that right side of the court. Faith able to swipe that one away, hits her coach in the head in the process, and it will be a Panther. I believe she's going to be called for the foul, and it will be a Panther inbound right where the ball lays. Mia giving this one down to Kana. Kana on that baseline. Pressured up by Hoffer as well as Faith. Able to get this one over to Evelyn. Evelyn shoots this one up. Not able to score. Very close, though. Leanne able to gain possession for the girls in green. She's going to bring this one out. Stopped up. Able to get this one over to Alexis. Alexis drives down that left side inside that 3-point line. Looking to send that one down. Being careful not to travel, and it will be a jump ball. Staying green ball down in the Panthers zone. Hannah Hoffer here to send this one in. Able to get this one out top to Megan. Megan Turnbull cutting over towards that right side. Able to send this one over to Leanne. Leanne on that right block shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Secondary shot by Alexis. Not able to score on that one either. Kana coming down with the possession for the Panthers. Hoffer there to pressure her. Hannah Good bringing this one out of her own end. Able to get this one over to Mia on that right side. Mia stopped up on that right side. Driving down towards that baseline. Able to find Kana down low underneath the netting. Jump ball will be considered and enforced. Panthers will remain with possession down in the attacking zone. Evelyn gives this one over to Hannah. Hannah back over to Evelyn. Evelyn out of bounds whenever she makes contact with the ball, and it will be a green ball on their own baseline. Hannah Hoffer here to inbound this one. Megan Turnbull here bringing this one out for her own team. Hannah Good will be called for the foul. It will be a green inbound where the foul is enforced. Hoffer throwing this one for all it's worth. Mia able to get a hand on that one, able to pick this one up for the girls in white. Able to get this one over to Evelyn. Evelyn on that right side, able to throw that one over to Kana. Kana down low in the key, finds Hannah Good. Hannah Good on that left side with a shot. Hits the rim, comes down, goes off Faith, and into the hands of Leanne. Leanne picking this one up over to Hoffer. It goes once again. Hoffer loses that dribble, able to find Megan. Megan Turnbull bringing this one out of her own end, loses the dribble once more. Able to get this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer drives down that right side, pressured up by 3 Panther players. Hoffer able to bring this one up. Jump ball is called. Green ball down low in the Panther zone. 6:02 remaining in the second quarter of play. 4-point differential here. It'll be a green ball out of bounds. Hoffer able to get this one over to Megan. Megan out towards that point, able to get it over to Hoffer. Hoffer on that right side. Foul is called. Megan Turnbull called for the block. Panthers will have an inbound in their own defensive zone on the left side. 5:55 remaining in the second quarter of play. Evelyn inbounding this one over to Juliana, but Mia. Mia on that right side, able to get this one down to Jacqueline. Jacqueline on that right wing, looking into the middle, able to find Kana. Kana turns, shoots inside the key, not able to score on that one. And bringing this one out is Hannah Hoffer. Hannah Hoffer able to bring this one down with a lot of speed in her footstep, with a little bit of fire in her eyes. Able to get this one out to Leanne. Leanne inside the key, shoots this one up and scores, making it an 8-2 game. 5:30 remaining in the second quarter of play. Evelyn out to Mia. Mia taking her time towards that neutral zone, slowing the pace of the game down a little bit. Able to send this one into Hannah. Hannah good over to Evelyn. Gets it over to Kana. Kana, the last point of contact, will be a green inbound on their own defensive baseline. Alfred chucks the rock in over to Megan. Megan bringing this one down that right side. Hannah good. Called for the foul, and it will be a green inbound where the ball was at the point of the instance of the foul. Substitution will be called. Now we're going to hold off on that for now. Megan Turnbull bringing this one up. Lose possession of that one. It will be a white ball. Jill Kubert comes onto the court. Hannah Good is going to take a seat on the bench for the Panthers. 5:04 remaining in the second chapter of the story tonight. Here's Mia with it now. We're bringing this one down to the offensive zone, taking her time. There's this one over to Kana. Kana down low, loses possession of that one. Faith picking this one up, goes over to Alexis. Alexis bringing this one out that left side. Hits that three-point line, stops up on the block. Shot trickles out of bounds, and it will be a white ball on the baseline. Mia going to bring this one out for the girls in white. 4:40 remaining in the second quarter of play. Mia here to quarterback the play for the Panthers. Able to get this one over to Kana. Kana on that left wing, able to get pass is stolen away. Alexis bringing this one out the other end. Shot goes up a little too high into the left. Evelyn going to pick this one up, goes off Jill. All right, they're going to call this one off of Hannah. And it will be a white ball. All right, I need to refer to them as by their last name, as there's two Hannahs out there, as well as two Megans on the roster for each team. Jacqueline going to take a seat on the bench. Cassandra Eisler will come onto the court to take her spot. Evelyn able to get this one over to Mia. Loses possession of that one. Turnbull bringing this one into the offensive zone. Alexis with that shot. Hits that backboard, comes down into the hands of Megan. Megan stops, turns, shoots for two. A little too short on that one, and Kana will pick it up where the rebound lays. Kana losing that dribble, gets it over to Jill. Jill able to get this over towards our right side. Mia picking this one up, goes over to Kana. Kana turns, shoots. Foul is called. They're going to call Alexis on the foul. I believe I saw a 34. And Kana will get a shot for two free throws. Kana with the first, not quite able to send that one home. Secondary shot goes up, nothing but net, and now it'll be a point for the Panthers. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. 3-8 is the score. 3 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. It's an interesting strategy on the Mount Carmel side of play, making the shooter, trying to intimidate the shooter. Megan Turnbull kind of leaned over back behind Kana Severson and just made sure that Kana was aware of her presence behind her. I believe she was sniffling. I wasn't sure. I have headphones on. I can't hear anything that happens during the game other than the buzzer that goes off from the scoreboard. But that strategy does remind me of one of our former players, Jansen Dutt. Every time someone would take a shot and he wasn't able to make it an effective defensive play, he would just shout and just hope they'd miss. Most of the time it worked if the player didn't have much confidence, but if the player was ready for it, they had confidence, they'd make the bucket the majority of the time. But if that catches you off guard, it'll take its toll. All right, Cougar ball on their own baseline to resume play. Leah in here to inbound it for the girls in green. Megan Turnbull here picking up possession, going to bring this one out under her own volition. Throws this over towards that right side. Hoffer picking this one up on that right wing. Loses that dribble. It gets this one over to Megan. Megan Turnbull on that right side. Able to get around one. Shot goes up. Blocked away by Kana. Kana regaining possession for the Panthers. And will take her time. Able to get this one over to Juliana. Juliana cutting over towards that right side of the court. Hits that half-court line into the offensive zone. She presses. Juliana bounces this one over to Kana. Kana bringing this over towards that right side. Cuts back into the middle. Loses the ball. Swatted away by Hoffer. Picked up by Alexis. Alexis with only one to beat. Now being Juliana. Foul is called. Inbound down on the Panthers baseline. Juliana called for the foul. Alexis will tie her shoe. We'll keep the play stopped until she's ready to rock and roll once again. And it looks like she's ready to go, so the rest of the play will resume. Hannah Hoffer here looking to throw this one over towards the top of the key. Shot goes up by Alexis. Not quite able to score as it hits the rim twice and comes down to the hands of Hoffer. Secondary shot. Not quite able to send that one home, and it will trickle off the offense and out of bounds. Panthers up with the inbound on their own baseline. 3:09 remaining in the second quarter of play. Juliana here to inbound this one over to Kana. Kana back over to Juliana. Juliana into the offensive zone. She presses. Taking her time. Quarterbacking the play for the Panthers. Pressured up by Megan Turnbull. Juliana losing the dribble. Whistle is blown. They're going to Turnbull for the push. Panther ball in the offensive zone. Juliana inbounds this one over to Jill. Jill on that right side. Pressured up by Faith. Turns, shoots for three. Little too far gone. Cassandra picking this one up. Tries to bounce this one over to Juliana, but picked off by Megan Turnbull. Turnbull down into the offensive zone. A little bit of an aggressive defensive play, and she will get called for it. Kana will be called for the foul, which is a block. Sorry, I'm really sleep deprived. My words don't even make sense to me. Shot goes up by Leanne, not able to score on that one. Alexis comes down with that one. Whistle is blown. Sandra called for the foul, and it will be a green ball on the Panthers baseline. You're going to say that's going to be a 1-and-1. And Alexis will get a shot for one and maybe two if she makes her first shot. If she misses either, it'll just be business as usual. First shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Goes off of, they're going to save Faith, and it will be a Panther inbound on their own baseline. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. 5-point differential between these two teams, 8-3 being the score. Here's Kana bringing this one out of her own zone. Hovering over towards that right side of the court. Stopped up by Faith on that right corner. There's this one out to Wilson. Wilson cutting over towards that left side of the court on that left wing. Pressured up by Turnbull. Able to get this one out to Juliana. Juliana out towards that point. Takes her time. Bouncing this one over to Kana. Kana out at the point. Looking to cut into the defense. Leanne gets a hand on that one. Faith handling this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer able to get this one down low. Turnbull with it now. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score. I'm going to say that one went off of Kana and out of bounds. It will be a green inbound on the baseline of the Panthers zone. Mia Severson will come onto the court. Megan Wilson will take a seat on the bench. 1:48 remaining in the second quarter of play. 5 points is the difference. Pass comes in by Hoffer, able to get this one over to Alexis. Shot goes up, scores! Making it 10-3. 1:40 remaining in the second quarter of play. Here's Mia. Jill picking it up on that right wing. Shot goes up. A little bit too much mustard on that hot dog. Jill getting her own rebound. Goes over to Kana. Kana fakes that shot. Goes over to Juliana. Gives this one back out top to Mia. Mia cutting over towards that right side. Alexis there to say hello. Mia fakes a shot. Goes for the pass instead. Jill trying to take this one down to the offensive zone. Bobbled up. Hoffer getting a hand on that one. Fighting Jill as well as Kana for it. And it will be a jump ball. Will remain white ball on the Cougars baseline. Juliana Toth here to inbound this one, able to get this one over to Jill. Jill turns, shoots, not quite able to score on that one. Leanne comes down with the ball. Leanne taking this one down. Gets a little bit of little bit of distance from the defensive end. Hoffer here taking possession, able to get this one over towards that left side of the court. Goes off Cassanger and will remain green ball. Under 1 minute remaining in the second quarter of play. It's a 7-point differential. And Hoffer will get a little shoe tying action in. And in the meantime, I don't know what to do. We don't have anything to cut to. So you're just gonna have me mindlessly rambling about absolutely nothing. Now I might talk about talk with passion, but in reality, I'm just talking about nothing. All right, Hoffer's ready to rock and roll. Thank goodness I was struggling there. I was drowning in a sea. Megan Turnbull just sprinting around the court whilst this was all going on, I believe. Turnbull cutting over towards that right side. Stopped on that right wing. Shot goes up for 2. Not quite able to score on that one. Lee Yen getting this one down underneath the key. Shot fakes the shot. Goes in for the secondary attempt, and a little bit too much mustard on that hot dog. Turnbull bringing this one away for the girls in green. Faith getting this one over to Alexis. Alexis back over to Faith, but goes off her kneecap into the hands of Kana. It falls. Kana going to bring this one out towards that right side. My hand is sweating. Oh, man, I hope this doesn't affect... I just realized how hot the camera is. It's probably... You know how you make a Hot Pocket? And you bring it out of the microwave, and you take a bite into it right away? That's about how hot this camera is right now, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly. 30 seconds remaining. Green going to bring this one out. Turnbull handling this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer out towards that point, pressured up by Juliana. Hoffer not having that dribble, is in a little bit of trouble, finds Leanne. Leon on that right side. Takes this one over towards that right side even further. Loses that dribble, able to get this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer with the 2-point shot, able to send that one up. Scores! Making it 12-3. Mia bringing this one out of her own end. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that'll be in the second quarter. We'll take an 8-minute intermission for halftime. Panthers are trailing the Cougars 3-12. Go get your chocolate milk, get your map of North Dakota, and I'll be here waiting for you whenever the play's ready to resume. Alrighty, welcome back. The timer was a little delayed. I don't know. At the end of every minute, it'll skip like 2 seconds or something. I don't remember the specifics. I don't know how to fix it. I didn't write the program, so just kind of have to live with it for now. I'm annoyed with it as much as you are. Trust me. All right, resuming the third quarter of play. Cougars will be shooting to the left. Panthers will be shooting to the right. Hoffer inbounding this one to Turnbull. Back over to Hoffer, and we'll rock and roll. Hoffer pushes in, gets us over towards that left side. Leanne gaining possession. Hannah there to pressure her up. Mia able to get a hand on that one. Hoffer spins that one away. Picking this one up is Megan Turnbull. Went off the Panthers' hands, so it will not be an over and back. Turnbull bringing this into the offensive zone. Hands this one over to Hoffer. Hoffer brings this one over towards that right side. Faith picking it up where it left off. Alexis with a shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Megan bringing this one over to the right side. Alexis with the secondary shot. Scores on the second try, making it 14-3. Here's Mia bringing this one out into the offensive zone. Stopped up, goes over towards that right side. Hannah good there with it now. Stops, turns, shoots. 2-point shot, not quite able to convert on that one. Faith able to pick this one up for the girls in green, bringing this one down that right side of the court. Hannah good keeping with her step by step. Faith able to get this over towards that right side, Turnbull for 2. Scores! Very beautiful shot by number 21 in green, making it 16-3. Mia bringing this one out into the offensive zone, able to throw this one up, but blocked away by Alexis. Gets this one over to Leanne. Leanne able to get this one off before the travel was enforced, and it will be picked up by Megan. Megan bringing this one down, so that baseline shot goes up, back behind the backboard, and it will be considered out of bounds. All right, I had my Mountain Dew. I'm a little bit more energetic now. I'm definitely going to pick up the pace for the guys' game. I'm going to chug a whole 2-liter during the intermission. Canna getting this over to Jill. Jill's shot goes up a little bit too far over the rainbow. Faith makes contact with the ball as her foot was out of bounds, and it will be a Panther inbound on the baseline of the Cougars zone. Juliana here, bouncing this one into Mia. Stolen away by Hoffer. Hoffer down low in her own end, pressured up by 2 Panther players. Hannah good, able to swipe towards that one, but Hoffer able to get this one off to Leanne. Leanne on that left side, pressured up by Juliana. Stopped up out top of the dome, cuts over towards that right side of the court. Mia there, keeping an eye on her. Leanne cuts in towards the middle, gets it over to Faith, over towards Megan, back over to Faith, to Megan. Megan fakes that shot, goes down the baseline, able to get a little bit of distance towards the rim, not able to score on that one, goes off Hoffer into the hands of Mia. Mia taking this one into the offensive zone, loses possession of that one, not quite able to be quick enough. And Alexis will bring this one back down into the offensive zone for the Cougars. 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter of play. 13-point differential. Julian able to steal this one away. Able to get this over towards that left side. Hannah good, shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Whistle is blown. White ball down low. What foul? Faith called for the push. Will be a Panther inbound. Juliana over to Jill. Bounces this one down to Kana. Kana looking to get this one out top. Mia able to finesse this one down towards that right side of the court. Tries to throw it over to Juliana, but Faith picks this one up. Faith over, driving down with mighty force behind her. Shot goes up and scores. Whistle's blown. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. 5 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. 3 for the Panthers, 18 for the Cougars. I got a minute to talk about things. I don't have my fun facts of the day open up, and yeah. Well, during between the games, I'll throw on a video for you guys by the sponsors of the stream, the Dumb Channel. This is the first time we've been sponsored. And so you'll have a little bit of entertainment in between the games. Now I got 30 more seconds to go. During the intermission, I went over to the players' bench, and the Slippery Rock coach said that he's going to try to get the girls to play more an aggressive offense. They can't quite play lackadaisical as they did in the first half. As you see the score differential up there on the board, they'll have to be more aggressive on the attack, and they can't quite pass it around as much. They need to take more shots and be more confident in their accuracy. And all of those are sports terms that I just threw together for the fun of it. If it means something, good job, Gabe. If it doesn't, oh well. All right, Juliana inbound this one over to Mia. Mia will bring this one out. Mia cutting back in towards the middle. Stopped up, able to get this one over to Juliana. Juliana with it now on that left wing. Kind of hovers out of the way of danger. Jill with it now, pressured up by Faith. Jill turns, loses possession, has it swatted away by Faith, and it will be a Panther inbound. 5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Juliana throwing this one up and over. Faith getting a hand on that one. Jill swinging at that one, getting contact with the ball. No foul is considered. Driving down is Turnbull, blocked away by Hannah. Goes off of Alexis into the hands of Faith, and Hoffer will pick it up as it trickles into her hands. Able to get this one over to Faith. Faith turns, shoots. Not quite able to score on two as it hits herself, goes off Jill. Jill able to gain possession after a short while. Coach Mandrill chases after a ball. I'm not sure who left that one out onto the court, but play will be stopped, and the team with possession will be the one to inbound it. 4 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, and of course it's ticking. Turnbull able to get this one over to Alexis with that swat. It back over to Turnbull. Turnbull pressuring down, trying to cut into the Panthers defense as much as possible. Hoffer picking this one up where she left off. Turnbull with it now. Loses possession on that one, regains it. Loses the dribble, throws it over towards that right side. No one was there except the Panthers team. Mia getting this one over to Hannah, back over to Kana. Kana on that left side, drives in. Shot goes up, scores, making it 5-18. Turnbull able to get this one over to Faith. Faith bringing this one down into the offensive zone. Faith down low on that right block, shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Comes down to Faith once again. Bounces this one out towards that right inner corner. Shot goes up by Turnbull. Not able to score on that one either. Alexis with the third shot. Fourth shot taken by Turnbull. Fifth shot not able to take that one off as the Panthers defense steals this one away. I believe there's three people involved in that play on defense. Whistle is blown. 34 called on the block. That'll be Alexis. Panther inbound on the baseline. 3 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Juliana throws this one up. Hoffer able to swipe that one over towards that left side of the court. Alexis bringing this one out hot and heavy down into the zone. Shot goes up inside the key and scores, making it 20-5. Into the offensive zone. She drives on that left wing, able to swipe that one free. Looks to be Turnbull. Shot goes up by Kana and makes it 7-20 on the scoreboard. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Faith giving this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull pushing down that right side. Hannah good trying to get a hand on that one. Slips up. They're going to call Hannah on the block. Team just going to come onto the court. Hannah's going to take a little bit of a breather on the bench. It'll be a Cougar inbound on the right side of the attacking zone. Hoffer here to do so. Able to throw that one down towards that right side. Picked up by Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this one into the zone. Finding Hoffer over towards that right side. Faith with the shot. Not able to send that two-pointer home. Faith picking up her own rebound on the baseline. Looking to get this one out towards that right side. Turnbull picking up the possession. Slipping up. The floor seems to be a little unsettled or dirty. It could be that the dirt's sticking to the shoes and causing the players to slip up a little bit. As you saw, Megan really didn't have any traction down low in that right corner, and Hannah towards that half-court line slipped up where she got called for the block. Mia trying to throw this one over towards that right side, trying to get this one away, goes off of Leanne, and it will be a Panther ball. Juliana Toth able to get this one up into the air, but the Panthers coach will call a timeout, 30-second timeout. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. 7-20 is the score. It's a 13-point differential. It's something that can be closed down by the end of this third quarter. We've seen it happen. All right, maybe we haven't seen it happen so far this season, but in the guys' game, we have seen it happen. In the girls' game, seems to be a little bit lower scoring than the guys' usual intense games. The reason of that? Who's to say? But it's the statistics from this season, so that's what I'll preach to you. All right, Panthers ready to rock and roll. Mount Carmel going to take their time to get a breather. They really don't have any substitutions, so their tired legs are going to be probably their downfall. Kana bringing this one to the offensive zone on that right block, able to send this one over to Jill. Jill shoots this one up, not able to send that one home. Kana able to get that secondary shot up there and makes it 9-20. I believe the fourth quarter might be the Panthers' strongest because that's whenever the fatigue will take its toll on you. Hoffer in trouble in her own end, able to get this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this one down to the offensive zone. Timeout, or whistle is blown. Not sure what the call was. I didn't really see any signals from the referee. The lob up is taken away by Alexis. Alexis down to the offensive zone. Inside the key, shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Goes off of Turnbull and out of bounds. Panther ball on their own baseline. 2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. 9 for the Panthers, 20 for Mount Carmel. Here's Mia Severson bringing this into the offensive zone. Mia with it, finds its way over to Kana. Kana over to Mia. Mia over to Jill on that right side. Picked up. Leanne there to pressure her up. Tries to drive down that baseline. Not any options. Decides to shoot this one. Goes off of Faith's hand. Faith able to gain possession. Goes over to Turnbull. Turnbull on that right side. Going to call Mia on the push. It'll be a green ball on the right side of the attacking zone. Offer here to be the one to inbound. Throws that one over to Alexis. Alexis on that left side. Passes Juliana. Hands this one over to Leanne. Leanne at that free throw line. Able to get this one down low. Goes off of Jill's hand into the hands of Cassandra. Stolen away by Faith. Shot goes up by Leanne. Goes off of Turnbull. And it will be a white ball on the baseline. Once we track down the free range basketball. There it is. Juliana able to get this one over to Kana. Kana bringing this one out of her own zone. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Kana gets this one over to Mia. Tries to throw that one down low, but Alexis there to steal that one away. Taking this one to the offensive zone. Shot goes up and scores, making it 22-9. Mia here into the offensive zone. She drives, able to get this one down low, but swatted away by the Cougars defense. Pass goes down low from Kana to Cassandra. Cassandra's shot not able to score on that one. Kana with the secondary, hits that shelf, comes back down. Goes Hoffer, tries to send a pass to Turnbull, but bobbled away. Hoffer gets this one over to Leanne. Leanne there to pick that one up in her own defensive zone. 1 minute remaining. Sorry, I was a little too high on the camera angle. Leanne loses possession of that one, goes off Jill and out of bounds. Cougars here to inbound towards that half-court line. Hoffer sends this one in Faith over to Leanne. Leanne on that right wing. Stopped up. Tries to get this one over to Turnbull. Mia swipes this one away. Able to take this one down into the offense. Holds possession. Juliana swiped away by Hoffer. Whistle is blown. 54, my bad, will be called for the foul. That'd be Hannah Hoffer in the green jersey. Panther ball in the offensive zone. Able to get this one down low. Shot goes up by Jill, swatted away, and it will be, they're going to say that one went off out of bounds off the shooter. Green ball on their own baseline. 37 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. 22 for the Cougars, 9 for the Panthers. Hoffer sends this one in. Turnbull bringing this one out of her own zone. Goes off Cassandra's foot. Mia and Hoffer will cause a jump ball to occur, and it will be a Panther inbound. Juliana sending this one into Mia. Mia bouncing this one down to Kana. Kana trying to push through the defense, able to do so on that right block. Turns, hands this one over to Mia. Mia shoots. A little too far to the left and a little too short. Faith picking this one up over to Leanne. Leanne with possession now. Leanne on that right wing, stopped up. Hands this one over to Faith. Faith back out top to Turnbull. Turnbull with the shot, 12 seconds remaining. A little too much mustard on that one. Alexis with the secondary will score. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 9 for the Panthers, 24 for the Cougars. We got one more quarter to play of 8 minutes. We got 1 minute intermission, give you a quick bathroom break, and we'll be right back with the action here shortly. All right. I kind of cut back a little too early, so I got to fill time. Or not. Maybe not. Alrighty, to resume play, it'll be a Cougars inbound at the half-court line. Cougars shooting to the left, Panthers shooting to the right. We're in the final innings of this match. 8 minutes on the scoreboard, and whoever holds the lead at the end of this will, this 8 minutes of play will be named the victor. Offer here into the offensive zone. She quarterbacks the play. Pressured up by Juliana, will cut over towards that right side, bounces this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull pressured up by Kana, able to drive into the defense of the Panthers, but sends back out to Hoffer. Hoffer on that right side, able to send this one down to Faith. Whistle is blown. We're going to call 21 on the block, will be Panther ball. 21. Megan Turnbull called for the block, Panther ball. Mia Severson into the offensive zone. She drives at that point, stops up, finds Kana. Kana at that free throw line, gets it over to Hannah Good, over to Jill. Jill shoots this one up, bounces this one across that rim. Hannah swinging at that one, but the other Hannah in green sends this one away. Jill getting a hand on that one. Alexis kind of hip checks the ball out of bounds, and it will be the last point in contact. Panthers ball inbounding on the right side of the offensive zone. 7 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Juliana sends this one into Mia. Mia over towards that right side. Swatted away by Leanne. Will remain white ball. Blue ball. White ball? White and blue ball. Potato, tomato. Juliana here looking to send this one in. Finds Kane on that right inner corner. Takes 2 steps. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Faith bringing this one out into the offensive zone. 2-on-1. Shot goes up by Faith. A little too short for the requirements of a bucket. Kana regaining possession in her own defensive end, able to find its way up to Mia. Mia passes this one over to Jill. Jill trying to finesse her way into the offensive zone, but loses possession to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this one down. Foul is called on Jill, and it will be an inbound for the girls in green. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Panthers at 9, Cougars at 24. Turnbull here bringing this into the offensive zone, loses possession of that one. Mia gets this one over. Hoffer keeps this one into the offensive zone. Mia picking this one back up for the Panthers, throws this one down. Hannah Good trying to grab that one. It looks like Hannah Hoffer will be called for the foul, depending on who is to inbound. She will foul out, and it will be a 4-on-5 match now in the final 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Whoever fouls out first is normally the person that plays the most aggressive. And that's why John Braun has an award named after him this season. I'll have to look through all the books. The sports banquet is towards the beginning of March, so everything has to be put together by then. We'll see how that works out. Mia tries to get it over to Juliana. Juliana loses possession of that one, picking it back up at that towards the neutral zone. Able to get this one over towards that left side, picked off by Faith, over to Turnbull, and Turnbull will bring this one out. Turnbull picked up by Kana. Whistle is blown. We call Kana on the foul. No signal was determined to say what the foul was, so it's just a foul. Faith giving this one in. Turnbull bringing this into the offensive zone. Down the baseline, tries to get the pass off. Hannah Good there to say hello. Faith gets this one back out to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this out towards that point. Able to get this one over to Alexis. Alexis turns, shoots. Whistle's blown. It'll be a blue inbound on the baseline. I'm not sure what the whistle was blown for. I didn't see any signal signifying what it might have been, so we'll just play on, I guess. Mia trying to get this one down to Jill, stolen away by Leanne, goes off Leanne and out of bounds. Panther ball in the offensive zone. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 9 for the Panthers, 24 for the Cougars. 24. I missed 2 points. I am sorry. Jacqueline and Evelyn will substitute on. Jacqueline on for Jill. Evelyn comes on for Juliana. And we will play on. Evelyn tries to get this one in, goes off the hand of Alexis. Mia picking this one up towards that neutral zone, able to take this one over towards that left side inside the three-point line. Shot goes up. A little bit too much mustard on that one, goes over the rainbow as well as the bucket, and it falls out of bounds. Inbound goes over to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this one out and about. Able to get this one into the middle. Stolen away by Hannah Good, goes over to Evelyn. Evelyn swipes at this one a few times. Faith throwing this one towards that out-of-bounds line. Picks up possession before it trickles out. Looking for an opportunity to pass it. Gives it over to Leanne. Leanne bringing this into the offensive zone. Stopped up. Shoots. Not quite able to score on that one. Kana tries to bring this one down into her own possession. Hannah Good picking this one up in her own defensive end. Going to bring this one out slow and steady, hugging towards that right side of the court. Brings this back into the middle. Mia Severson there at that point. Pressured up, gives it over to Kana. Kana back out top to Mia. Gives it over towards that left side. Stolen away by Faith. Faith bringing this one out for the girls in green. Stopped up, throws this one over towards the middle. Turnbull with only one to beat. Shot goes up. Foul is called. Hannah Good called for the push, and that'll be 5. Sandra Eisler will take her spot, and we will play on. 2 shots for Megan Turnbull, and both Hannah's fouling out of the game. Sorry, I was so far zoomed out. I was very much distracted. Secondary shot, hits that shelf. First shot was good, and I forgot to send that bucket up onto the board. I'm sorry. Kana bringing this one down that left side. Swatted at by Alexis, able to get this one over to Evelyn. Evelyn on that right side. Picks up possession after a short while, able to get this one over to Mia. Gives it over towards Cassandra. Cassandra with the shot. Makes it 11-25. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Faith sending this one in. Turnbull bringing this one down that left side. Shot goes up by Turnbull, not able to score on that one. Goes off Cassandra's fist into the hands of Turnbull. Megan trying to take this one out herself. Goes off of the hand of Mia, and it will remain green ball. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. 4 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 25 for the Cougars, 11 for the Panthers. Cougars just giving his team a little bit of time to take a bit of a breather in these final. I'm drawing a blank. I'm just going to be honest with you. The final innings in this match. Whenever you don't have enough energy to fuel your tank, your play tends to get sloppy. You make more mistakes. And all around, whenever you're fatigued, you just care less. So you might be drawn to take more fouls. Rather, if you were energized, you could avoid them more so because you can keep up with the opponent a little bit easier. So keeping your team energized is very useful. That's also why some teams focus on endurance over all else. I also heard that this is Mount Carmel's final game of the season. I don't know if that's true or not, but both these teams playing their hearts out in the final matchup here for the season for the girls' game. The boys' game will follow after a short while. Faith inbounding this one, able to get this one over to Megan. Megan out top will travel the globe, able to get this shot up towards that free throw line, bounces down, and out of bounds it'll fall. Evelyn inbounding this one over to Mia. Mia bringing this one out to the offensive zone with fire in her footstep. Able to send this one over towards that right side. Kana picking this one up on that right inner corner. Able to send this one across the crease. Cassandra shot goes up. Leanne gets this one out of the scruff. Leanne swipes this one away and keeps it going down towards the Panthers' end of the court. Shot goes up by Turnbull and scores, making it 27-11. Mia taking this one down into the offensive zone. Sorry, I took my eyes off the camera. It's to adjust the score. Mia cuts over towards that left side. Evelyn picking it up. Megan Turnbull there to pressure her, letting her presence be known. Evelyn throws this one down low. Cassandra picking this one up, tries to bounce this one out. Mia gets this over to Kana. Kana has the ball stolen away. Alexis bringing this one down the other end. Able to get this one over towards that right side. Turnbull shot goes up. Foul is called. Kana called for the push. 2 shots for Turnbull. First shot, plays ring around the rosy. Doesn't quite want to cooperate with the shooter. Panthers coach says to play on. Substitution. There's 2 players waiting to substitute on for the girls in white. Secondary shot, able to send that one home. 28-11 is now the score. Kane able to get this one over to Mia. Mia bringing this one into the offensive zone, cuts back in towards the middle. Stop, turns back towards the right side. Stolen away by Megan. Megan bringing this one into the offensive zone. Lose possession, and out of bounds it falls. Green ball. Jill Coover comes on to take the spot of Jacqueline. Evelyn goes off onto the bench, and in her spot is Brooke Bailey. Faith able to get this one in Turnbull. Turnbull shoots. Not quite able to score on that one after it hits the backboard. Brooke swings at that one. Not quite able to gain possession. Leanne gives this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull bringing this over towards that left side. Able to get it over to Alexis. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. The rebound controlled by Megan, but goes off her foot into the hands of Faith. It finds its way to Alexis with a shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Goes off of Kana into the hands of Turnbull. Shot goes up. Not able to score. Caught for reaching is Jill. Number 11 in white. I don't have anywhere to put my elbow. My arm's getting tired. I don't know. Here. Sure. That works. All right. I really wish I had a tripod or a cameraman. Just someone else up here to help me with production. That'd be nice. First shot by Leanne, able to send that bucket home. Makes it 29-11. Because she made her first in the 1-and-1, she will get a secondary shot. Secondary shot hits that front part of the bucket, bringing this one down is Kana. Kana bringing this one out of her own zone. Hits at half-court line, brings this one down inside the three-point line, able to get a shot off. Not able to send that one home, though. Goes off of green, and it will remain white ball. Jill here to be the one to inbound this one for the Panthers. Able to get this one over to Kana. Kana picking this one up on that right inner corner. Pressured up by two green players. Travel is called on Kana. Just under 3 minutes remaining, 2 minutes 58 to be exact, in this final quarter of play of the season. Able to throw that rock over across the lake, able to find its way into the hands of Megan. Megan into the offensive zone, whistle is blown. It's a little too far ahead of the play. Whistle is, foul is called on Cassandra Eisler. It will result in another 1-and-1. Sorry, I keep forgetting a microphone. There's a little extension onto my chin. First shot is a good one, makes it 30-11. Secondary shot is a good one, makes it 31-11. Here's Kenna bringing this one out of the zone. Or she has to inbound it. Full court press is on. Kenna tries to get this one out of the zone. Alexis gets this one over to Turnbull. Shot goes up, not quite able to score. Kenna picking this one up in her own defensive end. She's going to bring this one out. Cutting over towards her left side. Able to cut back over towards the right. Faith taking a jab at that one, not able to make contact. Able to get this one down to Jill. Jill shoots and scores. How do I do the thing? There it is. Okay. 31-13 is now the score. Turnbull bringing this one down for the girls in green. Shot goes up, blocked away by Jill. Whistle's blown. Say Leanne was out of bounds whenever she made contact. I keep getting this bloody this beam in the shot, and it kind of annoys me. Well, Megan Wilson comes on for Cassandra Eisler. Cassandra Eisler gets voted off the island. Brooke Bailey with it now on that left side of the court. Tries to get it back over to Mia. Mia taking possession at that half-court line. Into the offensive zone they drive. 2 minutes remaining in the season. Able to get it over towards that right side. Kana brings this one down to the offensive zone. Shot goes up. Almost a point. Turnbull bringing this one out for the girls in green. Able to get it over towards that left side. Alexis stops, shoots. Not quite able to score. Kana picking up the rebound down low underneath the rim. Kana getting this one back out top. Mia with it. Able to get this one over to Wilson. Wilson gets it stolen away. Alexis bringing this one down the other way. Down inside the key, stops, turns, finds Turnbull, goes off her and out of bounds. 1 minute, 26 seconds remaining in this fourth and final quarter of play. 13 for the Panthers, 31 for the Cougars. Bailey inbounding this one over to Mia. Nia cutting over towards the right side of the court. Able to get this one over to Kana. Kana trying to get this one down low. Swatted away by Leanne. Leanne taking possession down the court for the girls in green. Loses possession, regains it, gets this one over to Turnbull. Turnbull brings this one back out top of the dome. Cuts this one across the globe. Able to get this one over to Alexis. Alexis' shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. 58 seconds remaining. Kana with possession down under her own backboard. Brings this one out slow and steady. Stopped up by Faith. Keeps going. Tries to get this one down to Jill, but not able to do so. Alexis going to bring this one down out the other way. Stops. Shoots. Not able to score. Secondary shot by Faith. Able to send that one home. 33 is now the sum of the points for the Cougars. 30 seconds remaining in this final quarter of play. Nia Severson with the ball now. Shot goes up for 3. Not able to score on that one. A little too far right, but had enough power on it. That was a very, very hefty shot she tried to make. Leanne with the shot for 2. Hits that rim, comes back down to the hands of Kana. Jill with it. Able to get this one over top the rainbow. Hits Faith in the kneecap. And that marks the end. Final score of the final game of the season for the Panthers. 33 for the Cougars, 13 for the Panthers. Yeah, we'll have the guys' game coming up in probably about a half an hour, I want to say, 20 minutes. Give the guys a chance to warm up. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm Gabriel Eisler. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network. And we'll see you next match. I'll be sure to throw a timer up on the screen. And so at some point, I'll run one of the dumb channel videos. I'll have to figure that out later. Crap! Did I set it up to say the first quarter of this entire final? Whatever. All right. We're just gonna cut to commercial. Whoop. wood is, on the outside there's bark. That means it's a relative of the dog. The dog's bark. I'm not sure if you knew that, son.
That's grossly untrue.
What are you looking at, boy? You're supposed to be eyes on me. I'm teaching you about nature, boy. Real nature, boy. You don't know about nature, boy.
Uncle Lance, I'm trying to film this hawk.
No, come on.
Uncle Lance,
I gotta go teach you how to.
you distracted me. I can't see it now. Oh gosh. Go.
What are you looking at, boy? Let's go.
Cool.
See, this tree here is made out of wood. If you want to know what wood is, on the outside there's bark. That means it's a relative of the dog. The dog's bark. I'm not sure if you knew that, son.
That's grossly untrue. Slow down.
The Illuminati ninjas right here. Look at it. Look at the surroundings. You see this?
It looks like the base of a toilet.
That's what they want you to think. But in reality, it's really a missile launcher. You see, here's where the missile comes out. Right there, and you shoot it at your enemy. It's like a blow dart. So you blow into here, like a lot, like, and it builds up the pressure. And after you like stomp on it or something, it'll shake it up a little bit, and that's whenever it just goes, and it goes at your enemy or your target or whoever, your son maybe. I don't know if you have family issues, but that's how it works. But this one is not in one piece, so it will not work. So we cannot do a demonstration, or we can. So let's say I put like an acorn in here or something, like a really big acorn, and just get stuck up in there. You gotta get sometimes you gotta get a plunger and the handle and just jam it in there like it's a musket. Then you gotta take it and you just gotta blow into it. Then after you stomp on it, it just shoots off like that into the woods, and you don't have to worry about it ever again, or whatever you shot at.
I thought it shoots the acorn.
Anyway, let's move on.
He's waving at us.
What are you two doing? Get over here. Well, you see, boys, being in the wilderness means that you give back to the nature what it gives you. So some people say peeing outdoors it kills the trees, but well, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boys, this is what you call the FBI watchtower. This is where they keep track of all your information. I'm gonna tap into it.
Wait, Uncle Lance.
Don't talk back to me.
Uncle Lance, that's a telephone pole.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You ready to see greatness, boy?
Okay.
You don't sound ready.
What are you gonna do?
Tap into the FBI.
How are you going to do that?
By tapping in to the FBI. Watch.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Hold on a minute. They Jimmy rigged it with maple syrup. Those dang Canadians. Give me a second. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do before I throw my hip out like I did in Nam.
Uncle Lance, what's
Yeah,
that
boy?
noise?
That is the Native American Indians coming in on our location. My bad, it was just geese. See this, boy? There's an opening in the trees.
Yeah.
That's the entrance to Hakamaganaga. You might think that's not a real term, but this is where my uncle's people used to live. I'm sorry, Uncle. I did not mean to disrupt your peace of your family. Please don't kill me from the afterlife, also known as the retirement home. Don't do that. That's not a good thing to do. And you see these trees, boy? These are the sycamore trees of Raekwon, the sun dragon. Raekwon, early on in the stages of development of this new world, came down and looked at us disgusting human beings and like, they need a tree there. So he, with a breath of fire, let down a roar onto he just went, and all of a sudden trees sprouted from the ground. And they had wisdom. Because each leaf on this tree you eat, you die, but at the same time you receive enlightenment. Suicide's only the answer to wisdom. You believe any of that, boy? There's your blows. Trees are mean. It didn't like me peeing on it, but even though I'm watering it, it doesn't like me. It's just too much.
Uncle Lance, please, after all this, please do not cry.
Well, I won't tell.
Uncle Lance, no. Oh.
Alright, you convinced me.
Right.
I won't do the crying. I'm not a female. I'm not a female. Ow. Although I do like to do my nails. I do like that. Looks like there's some Illuminati ninjas in there.
Some what?
Illuminati ninjas.
Okay.
Anyway, Marcus, he was the founding father of this founding nation. And, well, you see, Marcus, he might in fact still live here. I'm not entirely sure. He used to have tomato factories, like, all across here.
Whoa, wait a second.
What? Why are you interrupting me, boy?
Oh my gosh. Uncle Lance, there's something up there.
What crap, there's a guy coming.
Nah, that's just fake news.
Uncle Lance, it's coming toward us.
No.
Lance.
Wait a minute, wait.
Lance.
It's the tomato juice guy.
No, it's not.
Lance, I'm super scared.
Alright, maybe we should leave.
Run.
Right. I'm not scared, but wow. Let's
Run. Oh my gosh, run.
Well, it's got me.
Uncle Lance, wait for us, please.
How do I work this doohickey? Alright, I think the red light means we're on. Alright, well, you see, I was out in the woods and there's this thing that came out of the hillside. I was with two boys, but I don't know what their names were. I just kind of showed up one day and said, hey, come out in the woods with me or else I'm going to shoot you. And they listened because they thought I had a gun. I don't know. They're real dumb, I guess. Well, right now, they're very much not alive, if you want to call it that. You see, I made a run for it, but I was able to recover my camera after the thing left with the boys. They're probably not alive right now. Yeah, it's very cold out, but I have my flannel, my mini coats. I'm like Joseph out here with my mini colored coat of flannel. Yeah. I don't know if that thing's coming back right now, but yeah. Why does it look all green in there? Oh, I see. There's a thing up there. Alright, so
What the heck's a Facebook wall?
that's the place where you post
The homepage,
things,
basically.
yeah.
Oh,
The wall of Facebook.
the Great Wall of Facebook?
Yeah.
Wait.
The only other wall
Does
you can
China
see
have
from
a
cyberspace.
Facebook page? Oh, I get it.
Yeah, you guys.
What a joke.
You hear that? That is a sign of a wombat out there somewhere.
I'm gonna be honest, that was completely legitimate.
Oh, I could tell. That's why it cracked me up.
Alright. Do you want to say hello? Alrighty, in a few seconds, Scott Toth will announce the starting lineups, and we'll rock and roll after that. It's going to be a good matchup between the Mount Carmel Cougars and the Slippery Rock Panthers. I figured out what the initials were for the abbreviation of their school, so instead of Mount C, it's not Mount Carmel Christian School. I'm sorry, my microphone keeps hitting the bloody camera. Let's rock and roll. Number 32, Logan Hoffer. Number 14, Carter Bueller. Number 25, Grant. Oh, I missed the last name. Sorry. Number 15, Joe Husak. Number 34, Andrew Hoffer. And for the Slippery Rock Panthers, number 21, Titus Bailey. Number 45, Elijah Toth. Number 33, Sean Haranchuk. Number 12, Montana Paradise. And number 4, Drew Rastelli. I'm not sure if you can hear the microphone that Scott uses, so I mean, I might as well try to repeat everything that he mentions over the speakers, just in case. We're going to see a high-impact match out there on the court. The Panthers to start off will be shooting to the left side of the court. To start off the match, Cougars will be shooting to the right. We got 8 minutes up on the clock. We're going to be striking it hard for the next 4 quarters of the matchup. Sean in the jump ball circle against number 25, Grant. I don't want to butcher your last name again. Both go up. Sean able to get this one back to Rastelli. Rastelli bringing this into the offensive zone over towards that left side. Here's Bailey with the shot. Throws it up. Not able to send that to home. Elijah Toth gets the secondary. He goes straight up, straight down. Rastelli regains possession. Rastelli drives in. Shot goes up. Hits the backboard. Toth with the secondary. Not able to send that one home. Sean keeps this one alive. Toth turns, shoots. Not able to score. A little too short on that one. Rastelli regains possession on that one. Turns. Sends that one over to Sean. Whistle is blown. Foul is enforced. Grant will be caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Panthers get an inbound on the baseline, able to send that one over to Sean. Sean turns, shoots, alley-oop, not able to send that one home. 2 shots will be the result of this foul. See, 34? Andrew Hoffer called for the foul. Sean Haranchuk able to get the chance to send 2 home. First one is a no-go. He gets the second, though. Secondary sends that one home, making it 1-0. Opens up the scoring for the Panthers. Here's Logan with it. There's this one over towards that right side. Grant coming down with that one towards that right out of bounds line. Able to send that one down low. Shot goes up, hits that backboard, falls out of bounds from the hands of Carter. Panthers inbound on their own baseline. Rastelli there, pressured up by Grant. Rastelli getting a little bit of elbow room. Trucks in towards that 3-point line, able to send that over towards that left side. Sean goes up with a shot. Scores, making it 3-0. Here comes Carter. Hands this one back over into the defensive zone. Grant there in a little bit of trouble, able to send that one down towards that right side. Getting in towards that key. Shot goes up. A little contact was made on the hand after the shot was released. And Joe able to get a chance for 2 shots. I gotta make sure I don't breathe into the microphone. That's just straight up unpleasant for all of us. First shot, not the luckiest in the world. Maybe the second one will have a bit more pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Secondary shot hits that shelf, comes down to the hands of Toth. Toth and Andrew are gonna fight over that one. Jump ball is called. Will remain green ball. Oops. Carter sending this one in. Shot goes up by Andrew. Not able to send that one home. Toth bringing this one down for the Panthers. Over to Rastelli it goes. Rastelli bringing this one out of his own end. Cutting over towards that right side. Keeping possession the whole for the duration of the drive. Thus far. 6 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Rastelli driving down that right side. Down the baseline. Shot goes up a little bit too far over. Montana with a secondary try. Not able to send that one home either. Toth and Rastelli fight over that one. Rastelli comes up with this one. Going to be pushed against the defensive player of Andrew. Shot goes up. Scores. And that'll be nullified. 34 with the push. That's Andrew Hoffer, and it will be a Panther inbound on the baseline. Montana Paradise looking for an option, able to get this one over to Rastelli. Rastelli for 3. Scores! Making it 6 to none. No. 9? Why did I say 9? I wanted to say 9 for some reason. Maybe because 6 upside down is a 9. I'm not entirely sure. Able to get this one down low. Goes off the hands of Sean into the finessing power of Logan Hoffer. Opens up the scoring for the guys in green. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Drew Rastelli here with it. Cuts over towards that left side. Able to bring this one back out to the point. Able to throw that one over to Titus Bailey. Titus Bailey on the far side. Able to bounce this one down and in. Goes off a kneecap and out of bounds. Whose kneecap? That's the question of the evening. Substituting on is number 22. I'm looking at this sideways. Mason Snyder. Onto the bench goes Andrew Hoffer. Shot goes up by Sean. Scores! Able to make it an 8-2 game. A lot of back and forth action so far. Makes for an entertaining match. Over towards that left side. Grant picks this one up. Able to get this one down low. Stumbles and falls. Tries his hardest. They're going to say Logan was out of bounds whenever he made contact with that one. But valiant effort by number 15, Joe. But nonetheless, it does fall out of bounds, and it's going to be a Panther ball coming out of their own zone. 6-point differential here. 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Here's Drew Rastelli able to get this over towards that left side. Montana picks this one up, able to send this one up into the air, and scores! Makes it a very beautiful 3-point play. Grant bringing this one out of his own end. Pressured up by 2 Panther players. Able to take this one over towards that right side. Paradise picks up where Rastelli left off. He'll bring this in, splits the defense, shot goes up, scores! Runs the gauntlet and pays at the end of the day. Sorry, my scoreboard button's right next to my transition button. So that was a thing that happened. Rastelli able to send this one over, hits that out of bounds line, and it will be remain white ball as the last point of contact was the defenseman. Montana able to send this one over to Rastelli. Rastelli for 3. Not able to send that one home as it hits the shelf. Comes down to the hands of Mason. Able to get this one over towards that left side. Intercepted by Sean. Sean goes up. And able to send that one home. 13-4 is now the score. Here's Grant bringing this one out the other way. Pressured up. Able to send this one over to Joe. Joe back over towards Grant. Whistle's blown. Sean called for the push, and it will be a green inbound down on the baseline of the Panthers' territory. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Able to check this rock out top. Grant picks it up. Can take his time. Able to throw this over towards that right side. Logan picks it up on the right inner corner. Takes this one back out top to the right wing. Mason tries to keep possession. Not quite able to do so. Falls out of bounds. Panther inbound on the left side of their own defensive zone. 4 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. 13 for the Panthers. 4 for the not the Eagles. Every green team that I know is the Eagles, except this one. They are the Cougars. So that's my mistake. Rastelli sending this one in towards that right side. Sean goes up for the shot. Not quite able to send that first one home. Secondary throw. A little bit too far out across the rim. Paradise able to get this one down to Rastelli. Shot goes up. Scores! Makes it 15-4. Logan able to get this over towards that left side. Grant picking this one up. Able to send this one around his back. Able to finesse his way into the offensive zone. Shot goes up. And able to draw the foul in the process. Elijah Toth on the foul. You'll get 2 free throws as the result. First one goes up. Able to send that one home. Secondary shot. Able to send that one home as well. Makes it 6-15. Paradise into Rastelli. Rastelli bringing this one out of his own end. Able to get that over towards that right side. Bailey drives down that baseline, stops, shoots. Not quite able to score on that one. Sean with the secondary. Hits the same spot. Able to get this one out of bounds. It goes off the offense, and it will be a green inbound on the baseline. Here's Grant with it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Grant trying to finish his way through the defense. This time around does not work. Bailey able to pick this one up in the defensive zone. Loses that one. Grant going to try to his hardest after that one. Bailey comes up with this one, trying to be careful not to travel. Jump ball is called, and it will be coming out white ball. Very good offensive presence by Grant, number 25 in green. Rastelli bringing this one out of his own end. Hits that half-court line, tries to drive even further, able to get inside the three-point line. Shot goes up for two, not able to send that alley-oop in. Goes off a Toth, and it will be green ball on the run baseline. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. I need to look up the definition of alley-oop because I'm using it in the wrong term, and I'm fully aware of that. 15-6 being the current score. It's a 9-point differential. Grant able to get this one down to Logan. Logan able to get that over towards that right side. Shot goes up by Carter. Not able to send that one home. Down to Elijah. Able to regain this one for the Panthers. And coming out with this one is Rastelli. Rastelli over towards down low. Shot goes up by Sean. Scores! Able to send that one home, giving me a little bit of highlight reel action. Grant able to take this one down. Able to get past two. Stopped up on that right wing. Will bring this one out and around town. Cuts in towards the middle. Shot goes up on the right block and scores. Makes it 8-17. 2:22 remaining in this first quarter of play. Here's Drew Rastelli with it now. Rastelli throws this one over towards that right side. Titus Bailey not able to accept that pass. Got a timeout by Mount Carmel, I believe, a full timeout. So we got a minute to fill in whatever time gap we need to. So far, the Panthers' neutral zone trap, so far, so good. It's proven to be very effective with the drive coming down, not giving the Cougars anything easy. And I think that's going to be what's going to win the game in the long stretch. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If one team plays a full court press and the other does not, it gives the team that has the full court press in effect, it gives them a mighty advantage in this match because sometimes those can convert into points, and points is what win game. It's what wins the game. And yeah, another 23 seconds. What do I do? I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to keep on babbling until that timer does in fact run out. Trickles down to the final grains of sand in that hourglass. I'm very tired. Yeah. Got a 9-point differential. It's only the first quarter. This is only setting the pace. It's like the first few baby steps in a 4K run. We're in it for the long haul tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be green inbound on their own baseline. Once we get the clock set back up, 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Logan into Grant. Grant with possession with it now. We'll throw this one down low. Logan picking this one up, able to get this over towards that right corner. All right, Carter's number 14, 15's Joe. Get it. All right, Paradise looking to inbound this ball. Able to get this one over to Rastelli. Rastelli pressured up by Grant, able to take this one into the offensive zone. Hits that half-court line, pressured up by Joe. Able to get this one over to Bailey. Bailey down low on that baseline. Shot goes up. Scores! Able to send that one home, making it 19-8. Here's Grant with it now, sporting that number 25 on the back of his jersey. Able to get this one over to Joe. Able to send that one over to Logan. Logan Hoffer down low on that right block. Shot goes up. Hits that rim, comes back down. Rastelli able to pick that one up for the Panthers, bringing this one out. Stops up. Able to get a little bit of breathing room from the defense. Rastelli here at the point, able to drive in towards that left side. Able to get inside that three-point line. Stops, shoots. A little bit too much mustard on that hot dog. Falls into the hands of Snyder. Carter able to get this one over to Grant. Grant trying to finesse his way around Titus. Able to get this one into the offensive zone inside the three-point line. Shot goes up and not able to send that one home. Paradise fighting over this one. I'm going to say, as Grant made contact with the ball, that he was out of bounds. Andrew Hoffer comes onto the court. And substituting off is Carter. Carter, your last name is Bueller. Okay, I can pronounce Bueller. 1 minute remaining in this first quarter of play. 11-point differential. Cutting over towards that right side. Rosselli with possession, able to send this one over. Fake set shot is Jacob. Jacob Good looking for an opportunity to get this pass off. Shoots instead. A little bit behind the backboard, and it is deemed out of bounds. Okay, so Titus Bailey and Jacob Good at some point in the past substituted for each other. Jacob Good here to inbound this one down on that baseline. Looking to send this one in. Sean with the shot. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Hoffer. First name of Logan. Logan able to get this one over to Grant. Grant on that right side, able to send this one down towards that right wing in that right inner corner, able to send that shot up, hits that rim, comes back down into the hands of Jacob Good. Jacob Good. Sorry, my tongue decided, you know what, we're not going to pronounce that last word. Even though it's a 4-letter word, we're just not going to do it. 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers at 19, Cougars at 8. Rosselli taking his time, trying to milk the clock for all it's worth. Rosselli able to get this one over to Sean. Sean down on that baseline, shot goes up. No shot is taken. The shot is nullified regardless of the outcome. Referee calls number 12 for the arm. Must be number 15 for the arm. That doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm not sure who the foul was on. It's a side by view. I can't quite see it. Rosselli with a beautiful 3-point shot to end out the quarter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the first quarter. 22 for the Panthers, 8 for the Cougars. We're going to have an exciting one here today. We're going to let the players get energized back up. We got 1 minute on the clock, and we will be right back just after this. What? Alrighty, both teams looking energetic as ever, coming back out onto the court. At the half-court line, we have a Cougars inbound. Cougars shooting to the right, Panthers shooting to the left. In the midst of the halftime, Elijah Toth takes a seat on the bench, and Seth Dunlap will take his spot on defense there inside the key. Grant here with it now, taking his time, looking for any opportunity he might be able to find. Joe back over to Grant. Joe takes this one to the far side, inside the three-point line, finds its way over to Andrew. Andrew bouncing that one back over. Grant with that shot, scores, making it a 10-22 game. You know, I've seen funeral homes more lively than this. The crowd is just amazingly active, in case you can't hear them. That was sarcasm. 7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Here's Rosselli bringing this one to the offensive zone over towards that left side, able to send this one for 3. Not able to score on that one. Comes down to the hands of Joe. Joe going to bring this one out for the guys in green. Able to send this one down to Grant. Grant all alone. Shot goes up. Foul is called. Seth with a little bit of a hip check. And Grant's feeling the effect of that on his left hit as he goes into the concrete. That floor is very rough. If you haven't seen the texture before, it's basically sandpaper. If you slide across it, you will not have skin wherever skin makes contact with that ground. It is very rough and very unforgiving. Grant's first. Not the best in the world. Maybe the second time luck will be in his favor. Second shot. Hits that shelf and comes back down to the hands of Jacob. Jacob Good regaining possession for the Panthers. Able to get this one up to Rosselli. Rosselli into the offensive zone. Takes his time towards that neutral zone. Throws that one over towards that right side. Here's Montana. Back over to Rosselli. Rosselli bringing this one down that right side. Stopped up. Brings this one back into the middle. Taking this one around town. Dunlap with that shot. Not able to score. Dunlap with the secondary. Ring around the rosy. Pockets full of Posey. Sends that one home. Here's Grant with an out, shoots this one down across the bow. Joe fighting his hardest for this ball, able to regain possession, able to get this one over to Andrew, over towards that right side. The pass goes over to Logan. Logan Hoffer here with it, bringing this one back out top to Grant. Grant bringing this over towards that right wing. Jacob Good there to say hello. Grant able to take this into that right inner corner, and a lot of pressure. Blocked is called on Jacob Good. It'll be a green inbound on right around there, 42 on white is the foul, is the one that's is the guilty party in this foul. Logan Hoffer here going to bring this one in. Pass goes off. Andrew over to Joe. Shot goes up. Hits the top part of the backboard. Joe going to get his own rebound. Brings it over towards that left wing. Able to send this one back over to Grant. Travel is called on Joe. And it will be a Panther inbound on the right side of their own defensive end. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. It's a 14-point differential. Here's Drew Stelly with it now. Looking at that half-court line. Taking this into the offensive zone. Looks to the left side. Able to find Jacob on that pass over towards that left side even further. Paradise with that shot. Two-pointer. Not able to send that one home. Dunlap with the secondary. Not able to send that one home either. Sean able to swoop that one up and hit the moon with it. And that'll make it 26-10. Excuse me. Here's Logan. Throws that one up and across the bow. Able to get this one to Andrew. Over to Grant. Grant on that right side. Drives down as fast as he possibly can. Turns, shoots. A little too far gone. They're going to let that one go, and it will be a white inbound on their own baseline. We got a substitution for the guys in green. It looks like Carter's going to come onto the court, and Logan will take a seat on the bench and regain a little bit of his oxygen. Panther inbound in their own defensive end. Stelly here with it. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Rostelli gets this over to Jacob. Jacob Good for two. A little too far to the right. It's the hands of Snyder. Goes up into the air. Joe trying to get it over to Grant. Called for the travel is number 15 in green. Panther ball on the baseline of the Cougars territory. Jacob Good will be the one to inbound this one. Throws that over to Rostelli. Rostelli on that right side tries to take this one out and around the bout. Able to get this one down and in. Seth Dunlap with that shot. Sends that one up. Scores! Able to claim 2 more points onto the tally board for the Panthers, making it 28-10. Grant bringing this one, trying to weave in and out of the Panthers defense. Able to do so far. Able to find Joe. Shot goes up. And able to send that bucket home for the guys in green. 12 for the Cougars. 28 for the Panthers. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter of play. Rostelli able to throw that one over towards that right side of the court. Shot goes up by Montana. Bounces around a few times. Sean gets possession and able to send that one up and home. Responding to the last 2 points by the Cougars with 2 of his own, making it 30-20 or 30-12. Grant trying his hardest to weave in and out of the Panthers defense. 2-point shot goes up. Scores! Very beautiful shot by Grant. Here's Rostelli bringing this one out of his own zone. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. Rostelli drives in towards that right side. Inside the key he goes. We're going to call Rostelli for the travel, and it's going to come out green ball. Substitution for the Panthers. Titus Bailey comes onto the court. Jacob Good going to take a seat on the bench. Here's Grant coming out of his own end. Grant's able to throw that one long ways. Joe able to bounce this one in. Andrew Hoffer. Shot goes up and scores. 16-30. Now the score. 14-point differential. Here's Rostelli with it. Goes over towards that right side of the court. Able to take this one down. Trying to milk this play for all it's worth. Cuts over towards that right side. Hits Joe's foot. Brings this one out. Grant getting a hand on that one. Rostelli diving after it. Not able to grab it. Shot goes up by Grant. Able to score. Making it an 18-30 game. Good way to capitalize on an opportunity that brings itself forward. Grant there called for the foul on the arm. 25 on green called for the grab, and it will be Panther inbound towards that half-court line. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this first half of play. 30 is the score for the Panthers, 18 for the Cougars. Here's Rostelli bringing this one into the offensive zone, down towards that baseline, able to drive in inside the key. Shot goes up, scores! You can't get a much more teeter-totter shot than that, but it doesn't matter what kind of shot it is as long as it goes through the bucket. It's good. Grant able to get past one, able to get past two. He's in the zone, able to get it over to Joe. Joe shoots this one up and finishes off that play like Ovechkin finishing off a pass from Backstrom, if you're a hockey fan. Rostelli here with it, cutting over towards that left side, able to bounce this one down and in. Carter picks this one up as he sees the free ball. handling this one over towards that left side. Andrea with that shot hits that shelf, comes down to the hands of Joe. Joe bringing this over towards that left inner corner. Pressured up by Titus Bailey, looking to get this one out top, able to find Grant outside towards that neutral zone. Grant for three. Hits that shelf, comes back down to the hands of Dunlap. Dunlap regains possession for the guys in white. Titus handling this one over to Rastelli. 12-point differential, closing the gap slightly, but not too much. Dunlap here to shoot this one up, not able to score on that one. Andrea gets this one over to Snyder. Snyder bringing this one out of his own territory. Best he can. Able to get this one down to Joe. Joe over to Andrew. Shot goes up by Andrew. Scores! Making it 22-32. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. There's a lot of twos up there. It's making me a little nervous. I don't know why. Rastelli getting this one down low to Bailey. Bailey on that baseline, cuts in towards the key. Shot goes up. Scores! Able to make that 34-22, keeping that lead at 12 points. Grant pressured up by Montana. Rastelli fighting over it. Jump ball is called. It will be white ball. Buzzer is sounded. Logan Hoffer is going to come on to the court for Mason Snyder. Mason. I couldn't remember his first name, but I remembered his last name. That's important. 1 minute, 57 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. The more I talk to myself, the more I realize you guys can hear me. Titus Bailey here with that shot for three. Hits that rim, comes down to the hands of Sean. Sean with the rebound, not able to send the secondary home. Andrew gets this one out, but Montana picks the loose ball up, goes off the head of Andrew into the hands of Joe. Joe able to bring this one down to Grant. Grant with a lot of speed. Shot goes up for the layup and scores. Makes it a 10-point differential once again. 1 minute, 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. Here's Rastelli with it now, commanding the forces of the white team. Cuts over towards that right side of the court, able to get that little bit of spinorama, not able to get past Joe. Joe sticks onto him like a sticky note to a wall. Montana able to finish off that play, making it 36-24. Here's Grant bringing this one out of his own end. Montana there to try to pressure him up to lose possession, but he's a powerful workhorse down there. Joe with that shot, not able to send that one home. Sean able to gain possession over to Rastelli. 1 minute remaining in this second quarter of play. It's a 12-point differential. Rastelli cuts over towards that right side. Bailey picks this one up down towards that right inner corner. Shot goes up. Not able to score, and that one goes off of Andrew and out of bounds. It falls. White ball on the baseline. Here's Montana with it. Looking for the inbound. Throws this one down low inside the key. Sean pressured up by Andrew. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Logan here to regain possession for the Cougars. Logan Hoffer bringing this one down that left side. Able to send this one down low. Joe over to Andrew. Andrew at that free throw line. Able to send that one home for two. 33 seconds remaining. It's a tie, or it's a 10-point differential. 36-26. Drew Rastelli taking this one slow and steady. Hits that half-court line. Looking at his options. The point guards try to close in on him. Rastelli cuts over towards that left side inside the three-point line. Inside the key he goes. Shot goes up. Andrew and Sean swing at that one. It will remain white ball as it went off the defenseman. 12.4 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. 10-point differential, 36-26. Panthers in the lead. Montana will go to get this one down low. Sean picks this one up back out top to Montana, or back out to the side. Montana. Bailey with it now on that left wing, drives into the key. Shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Carter throws this one out, but Rastelli picks this one back up. Sean brings this one into the zone. Shot, or the layup trying to be made in time. Buzzer does sound, and the shot wasn't made. 10-point differential at halftime. Panthers in the lead, 36 to the Cougars 26. We'll take an 8-minute intermission. That'll give you enough time to get your chocolate milk, your map of North Dakota, and we'll be ready for you when you come back. Alrighty. Coming back into the third quarter of play, Panthers are leading 36 to the Cougars 26. Panthers will be shooting to the right this time around, and the Cougars will be shooting to the left. Why is it always, whenever the halftime concludes, I'm out of breath for no reason? I don't understand this. There's got to be some psychological trait behind it. This is not a physical trait. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, here's Grant into the offensive zone, taking his time, taking a look around town. Decides to hand this one over to Andrew. Andrew back over to Grant. Grant bringing this one out and around the dome over towards that right side he goes. Able to throw this one over to the left side. Logan there picking that one up. Over to Grant on that left wing. Able to take this one inside the three-point line. Able to send this one back out to JoJo for three. Not able to send that one home. Able to pick this one up. Grant for two. Shot goes up and scores. Brings it within 10. Here's Drew Estelli with it. Drew able to get this one over to Titus. Titus on that right side, able to drive down into that right block. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Goes off the hands of Carter into the hands of Estelli. Over to Sean. Sean down low. Shot goes up a little too far over the rainbow. Titus with the secondary. Hits that rim, comes down to the hands of Toth. Toth shoots, and Toth scores. Making it a 10-point difference once again. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Here's Logan Hoffer with it. Able to send that one over to the right side. Grant there picking that one up. Goes off the shoulder of a defenseman back to the hands of Grant. Sean picking this one up, bringing this one out the other way. Lose possession of that one. Whistle is blown. Push is called. .25 called for the push. That'll be Grant. Montana Paradise able to send this one over towards our left side. Estelli there picking that one up over towards that right side. Paradise loses that one. Joe picking this one up. We're going to bring this one out for the guys in green. Able to get this one down low. Shot goes up by Grant and scores. Very beautiful play by the guys in green. Estelli here taking possession of this one, bringing this one out of his own zone. 8-point differential once again. Estelli bringing this over towards that right side of the court, able to take this one down that baseline over to Toth. Toth with the shot, not able to score on that one. Andrew able to get this one over to Joe. Joe down into the offensive zone. On that left side of the key, shot goes up. Not able to score on that one as it hits the backboard and then the rim, and then proceeds into the hands of Toth, who's going to give that one over to Estelli. Estelli taking his time into the offensive zone. One of the two seniors tonight. Able to get that one over to Paradise. Paradise with that shot, not quite able to score on that one. Trying to get that pass off. Estelli there on that baseline. Shot goes up. Charge is called. Good defensive play by Carter. Estelli called for the charge. And it'll be a green inbound. I believe it was Carter that was hit down. If not, it was Logan? I am a confusion. Grant bringing this one over towards that left side. Able to get this one over to Logan. Logan down low. Joe able to get a hand on that one, keeping that one from going out of bounds. Grant able to pick this one up on that left wing, able to bring this one out and around the globe. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Here's Titus Bailey bringing this one out of his own end. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter of play. 8-point differential. Estelli bringing this one down low. Shot goes up. Scores! Able to make it a 10-point differential, 40-30. That's a nice, satisfying score up on the scoreboard. Nice and rounded out. 10-point even. Grant loses possession of that one into the hands of Joe. It goes. Sean there to say hello. Andrew shooting this one up. Not quite able to score on that one. Keeping this one alive is Carter over to Andrew. Andrew getting this one out top. Joe over to Grant. Grant for three. Hits that shove. Comes down to the hands of Paradise. Over to Estelli. Estelli drives in. Able to get this one over to Paradise. Back over to Sean. Sean shoots and scores. Very nice play by the Panthers. Makes it 42-30. 12-point differential between these two teams. 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Elijah able to pick this one up. Able to get this one over to Titus. Titus picks this one up, takes this one down towards that right side, able to get around Joe. Joe swipes that one away, my bad. Into the crowd it falls. Montana Paradise here, able to get this one over to Estelli. Estelli on that right corner. Stops up for three. hits that rim, comes back down to the hands of Andrew Hoffer, able to get this one out top. Joe able to take this one over his shoulder into the offensive zone. He drives, shot goes up, scores! That'll be a good bucket, and you'll get a shot for one foul shot. He's fired up like a firework right now. Has a chance to bring this down to an 8-point lead for the Panthers. As of right now, it's a 10-point lead. First shot goes up. Someone left the lane a little too early. They point at Grant being the guilty party, and the shot will be nullified regardless of the outcome. 10-point differential. Panthers in the lead, 42 to the Cougars 32. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. Able to get this one down to Bailey. Bailey down low, not able to contain that beast of a pass, and it will be a green ball on their own baseline. Here's Logan with it. Able to get this one over towards that right side. Grant picking that one up. Sean stealing that one away. It goes off of a green stab, and it will fall out of bounds. Grant's going to hug on to one of the Panther players. Logan there to say hello to Paradise, and Bailey will bring this one out as he doesn't see any imminent danger. Titus able to drive down into the key. Shot goes up and scores. Beautiful drive by the number 21 in white. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Grant able to weave in and out of the Panthers defense. Shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Grant gets his own rebound down on the right block. Shot goes up, not able to score on that one either. Elijah picks this one up. Elijah throws this one up. Grant's going to be out of bounds. And it'll be a Panther inbound on the baseline. Montana Paradise is going to be the one to inbound this one. Able to get this one over to Titus. Titus Bailey with it. Cuts over towards that left side of the court. Stumbles a little bit. Able to pick up where he left off, though. Able to take this one into the zone. Shot goes up. Scores. Coming out the other way. Shot will be nullified. No points awarded. No points taken away. Grant bringing this one out under his own volition. Taking his time. Pressured up by the point guards, able to get this over towards that left side, able to get this one down low. Joe's pass intercepted by Sean. Sean bringing this one out for the guys in white. Inside that three-point line, inside the key. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Rostelli tries to bring this one up into the air, able to get this over to Sean. Sean turns for the reverse layup, not able to score on that one. Goes off Sean, out of bounds, it falls. Green ball on the baseline. 2 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. 12-point differential in favor of the Panthers. 44 for the Panthers, 32 for the Cougars. And here is Grant bringing this one out of his own end. Sorry, my hand is a little shaky. Goes off Sean, out of bounds. Inbound on the baseline for the guys in green. Excuse me. Joe able to get this one out top. Grant taking his time. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Grant on that right wing, pressured up on Montana. Able to try to spin around. Rostelli takes that one right out of his hands. Going to bring this one down the other way. Grant there to pressure up. Push is called. The guilty party is number 25 in the green jersey, Grant. Montana will get to have an inbound on the left side of the attacking zone. Just under 2 minutes remaining, able to find Rostelli on that right side. Able to get in towards the top of the key. Shot goes up. Bobbled around a few times. Rostelli gets this one out top to Bailey. Bailey on that left side, left wing, brings this one out towards the middle. Inside the key, bounces this one in. Elijah turns, shoots. Not quite able to score on that one. Sean keeps this one going. Rostelli with a shot. Scores! Beautiful shot. Beautiful two-point bucket. Here's Logan looking at his options, able to chuck this one up into the air. Montana able to get this one out to Rostelli. Rostelli bringing this one down into the offensive zone. Shot goes up and scores. Very nice shot. Very nice play by the guys in white as a unison. 48-32 is now the score. 16-point differential. What a timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play, and I want a pretzel. You can find those at the concession stand, blah, 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 blah. Plug, plug, plug. They do have quesadilla, they do have chicken quesadillas at the concession stand, and I really want one. That's something we've never had before at the concession stand. It's today, pretty much today only, because this is the end of the season after tonight. We will have senior night, so after the broadcast would normally conclude, we will recognize our seniors. I believe there are 5 of them between the guys and the girls team. Yeah, I believe there's 5 of them. Alrighty, both teams looking ready to rock and roll. Andrew Hoffer able to send this one in. Logan going to pick it up in his own end, going to bring this one out. Cougars shooting to the left, Panthers shooting to the right, in case you haven't made that assumption yet. Montana trying to pick this one off. Pass intended for Grant. Grant hustles his way back. Shot goes up by Montana, not quite able to score. Rostelli with a secondary shot, not quite able to score off that one either. Montana with a shot here. Scores, and able to make that one a 50-32 game. Here's Grant with it. Able to chuck that over towards that left side. I'm going to say that one went off of Sean and out of bounds. It falls. It's a good effort by 33 in white. Bouncing this one down. Joe's pass is intercepted by Sean. Able to get this one over to Rostelli. Rostelli into the offensive zone. Hugging towards that left side of the court. Able to send that one down low into the zone. Shot goes up by Sean. Not able to score on that one. Sean down low. Jump ball is considered and enforced. I'm going to say down white ball on the baseline. Jump ball between Sean and Andrew Hoffer. 33 white, 34 green. Montana looking for his options, able to get this one into Sean. Sean shoots this one up. Scores! 3-point bucket for 33 in white. Makes it 53-32. Here's Grant with it. Taking this one to the offensive zone. 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Able to get this one down to Joe. Joe bounces this one in. Andrew with the shot. Not quite able to score on that one. Logan able to get this over towards that middle. Free throw shot by Carter. Not able to score on that one. 13 seconds remaining. Here's Bailey with it now. Bailey pressured up by Logan. Bailey a little bit in trouble. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Falls out of bounds. 1 second exactly remaining. And here's Carter with the inbound. Oh, so close. Beautiful shot by Grant. And if that made it in, that was going in the highlight reel. I don't care if it's Panthers select only in the highlight reel at the end of the season. That would have definitely went in there. That would have been its own video on the Instagram page. Either way, that's the end of the third quarter. 32 for the Cougars, 53 for the Panthers. We'll be right back after the 50 seconds. I guess it's 45 now. Either way, we'll be right back momentarily. Already as time expires during the intermission. Both teams looking to take the court once again in the heated debate on who's the better team. So far, the Panthers have led the debate. 53 points to the Cougars, 32. Joe going to be the one to inbound this one. Sends this one into Grant. Grant, the man of the hour, is going to take his time in the offensive zone. Grant looks to the left side, able to get this one over to Joe. Joe's shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Sean able to throw that one over to Bailey. Bailey picking this one up towards that left side of the court. Inside of his own key, brings this one out of his own end. Snidey there to try to pressure him up. Titus able to get around him. Pass goes off the kneecap of Grant, but eventually finds its way to Rostelli. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes back down. Andrew able to get this one out to Grant. Grant bringing this one down to the offensive zone. Going to drive this one down himself, rolls off his right side of his leg, and then falls down to the floor. Panthers regain possession. Titus Bailey bringing this one out of his own end. Able to bring this one down inside the key. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score. Sean's secondary shot is a good one and brings the score up to 55-32. Grant bringing this one down into the Panthers territory. Gotta make sure I got that score clocked in. Grant with a shot. Hits that rim, comes back down to the hands of Paradise. Paradise in trouble by Logan Hoffer. Able to get this one over to Rostelli. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this final chapter of this story tonight. Rostelli over towards that right side. Gets that one into Sean. Sean on to Elijah. Elijah wasn't quite ready for that one. Almost caught that one with his front three teeth. Three. All right. Here's Grant with it now, bringing this one out of his own end. Let's take his time with this one. I need a bigger vocabulary. Bailey there trying to pressure him up. Able to get this one over to Joe. Joe on that left wing, able to throw that one back into the mix of things. Able to get the shot off as Andrew goes off the shoulder of Elijah and into the hands of Rosselli. Rosselli turns, takes this one down the court fast as he can. Rolls, takes this one back over to Elijah before the travel was enforced. Sean able to get this one over to Rosselli. Rosselli in that right corner takes this one in for all it's worth. Shot goes up a little bit too far to the right. Sean with secondary. Elijah with a third. And third time's the charm, brings that one home. 57-32. Panthers just growing their lead. They're watering it. They're giving it plenty of sunlight. They're just growing it. Snyder not quite able to get a handle on that one. Montana picks this one up, able to go over to Titus. Titus Bailey on that left block inside the key. Shot goes up a little bit too much mustard on that hot dog. Bringing this one down is Andrew Hoffer. Andrew throws that one across the lake. Elijah getting hit on that one. Goes off the kneecap of Joe. Joe picking this one back up out of that neutral zone. And he's going to take this one back into the offensive attack. Handling this one over to Grant. Grant bringing this over towards that right side. Able to get that shot up. Blocked away by Elijah. Very beautiful defensive play. Titus able to pick this pass up. Push is enforced. Green 32 on the push. That would be Logan Hoffer. Elijah Toth takes a seat on the bench. Coming onto the court is Kyle Dunlap, 25. Rosselli able to get this over towards that right side. Bailey picking this one up. Shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Sean able to get this one going. Rosselli over towards that right side. Shot goes up. Not able to score on that one. Goes off the shoulder of Andrew. Goes out of bounds off of Kyle. And it will be green ball. Logan getting this one over to Joe. Joe taking his time, able to get this one into Logan. Logan able towards that left side. Grant picking this one up, able to get that shot off. Scores! Brings 2 points home for the Cougars. Crowd seems to be unaffected by that turn of events. 34 for the Cougars, 57 for the Panthers. 4:40 remaining in this final quarter of play. Sean fakes left, goes right, shot goes up, scores! Answer the 2 points by the Cougars with 2 of his own, 59 being the sum for the Panthers now. Andrew, shot goes up, but Rosselli comes down with that one. Rosselli taking this one to town. Montana with a secondary, not able to send that one home. Rosselli comes down with that one. Good battle between Rosselli and Joe for that one. It'll be white ball down low. Montana looking to hand this one into Bailey. Bailey turns, shoots. Not quite able to score on that one. Goes off Kyle's shoulder into the hands of Drew. Drew Rosselli sending 2 points back up on top for the Panthers. 61 for the Panthers. Now 34 for the Cougars. Here's Logan on that right side. Tries to drive down. Slips up. Coming out the other way. Panther ball on the left side of their own defensive end. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the season for the Panthers. Rosselli here able to get this one over towards that right side. Goes off Kyle's fingertips into the hands of Andrew. Gets this one down low. Grant picking this one up down low in the Panthers defensive zone. Turns, shoots. Rosselli gets his hand on the ball. Makes him stutter a little bit, but Andrew able to finish off that play there momentarily. Is that a rubber ducky I hear? Here's Rosselli bringing this one out of his own end. Able to get this one down low. Kyle Dunlap there looking for the shot. Able to get this one up. Snyder gets a hand on that one, brings us over to Logan. Logan able to get this one up to Grant. Grant down low, shot goes up, scores! Brings this one up to 38-61. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. 30-second timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers in this fourth quarter of play. 3 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the game. 61 for the Panthers, 38 for the Cougars. I don't have much to say. It's a good match between these two teams. It's just the Panthers making the most of their scoring opportunities. And yeah, number 25 out there, Grant. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. It's a little scribbled on the roster that I have here, but he's very talented. I'll just say that much. At the beginning of the game, he ran the gauntlet a few times and resulted in points for the guys in green. So if you can run the gauntlet, you can run with just about anything. Titus able to get this inbound over to Rosselli. Rosselli driving down this right side. Stops up on that right wing. Keeps on trucking on that right block. Tries to get it over to Kyle. Kyle scrambles for that one, gets it up to Rostelli. Rostelli with it now right in your corner. Takes his time back out of dangerous three-point shot. Goes up. Not able to send that one home. Sean with the secondary, though. Able to slap that one up for a total of 63 points for the Panthers. Shot goes down low. Able to get this one to Grant. Grant for that reverse layup. Not quite able to score on that one. Sean goes over to Rostelli. Rostelli bringing this one out of his own end. Checks out one down low. Noah gets it into Sean. Sean with a shot. Scores. Oops. Logan, pressured up by 2 defensive players. Pass to Grant, not quite able to be completed, and it will be a Panther inbound. Rostelli receives that pass. Grant there breathing down his neck. Rostelli able to get that over towards that right side. Titus Bailey not quite able to accept that pass. Grant taking possession. Gets that over towards that right side. Stolen away by Sean. Sean down the other way. Shot goes up. Scores! Very nice layup. Very nice read of the play. Makes it 67-38. The camera angles seem a little dramatic. I need footage for the highlight reel. And, yeah. There's Noah Wilson down the other way. Draws the foul. They're going to call Noah on the push. And it will be a green ball. Andrew here bringing this one down for the guys in green. I never said who drew the foul. Just to be clear. Joe with a shot. Sends that one up. 2 points. Making it a 40-point total. Sorry, I missed one. A 2-point bucket for my scoreboard. 1 minute, 35 seconds remaining. Panthers at 67. Cougars at 40. Sean down low. Shot goes up. Hits that rim. Comes down. Goes off the hands of Rostelli into the hands of Wilson. Wilson bobbled up. Snyder gets a hand on that one, hits the referee, and it will be called out of bounds. Oh, I'm tired. Bailey there throwing that one down towards that left side. Rostelli getting this one back out top to Titus. Titus Bailey driving in towards that point, able to get that past that free throw line. Shot goes up, not quite able to score on that one. Kyle shoots that one out with that fist, but Snyder picks that one up for the guys in green. Wilson tries to keep that one alive, but trickles off of him and out of bounds. Green ball down on the baseline. There's this one down into the key. Shot goes up by Logan. Not quite able to score on that one. Kyle gains possession of that rebound. And over to Bailey it goes. 1 minute remaining in the season. 67 Panthers, 40 Cougars. Titus able to get this one over to Rostelli. Down to Kyle. Kyle turns, tries to pass that one off after the shot was blocked. And it will be out of bounds. Panther ball on the baseline. Titus able to get this one over to Rostelli on that right side. Able to take this one back towards that wing inside the key. He goes. Whistle is blown. Called for the push. Is number 15. Joe caught with his hand in the cookie jar. 46.2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Bailey over to Sean. Shot goes up and sends that one home. Making it 70-40. On that right side, driving down. Grant turns, hands this one over to Logan. Logan for three. Not quite able to score on that one. Sean gains possession. 28 seconds remaining. Over towards that left side. Rostelli there with it. Chucks this one down low. Swatted away by Logan. Wilson there picking this one up. Andrew getting a hand on that one. 16 seconds remaining. Bailey down and low in his own defensive zone. Grant picking it up in the offensive zone for the Cougars. Shot goes up, scores, making it 42-70. Bailey there getting this one over to Rostelli. Rostelli bringing this one down low. Foul is called on Green. It will be a wide inbound in the offensive zone. Let's see what happens. Rustelli with it. He's going to hold on to it for the duration of the end of the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the matchup between the Slippery Rock Panthers and the Mount Carmel Cougars. That'll conclude the season for the Slippery Rock Panthers on a high note. I believe that's the most points we've made all season, and that's the highest note any senior can end on. Our two seniors of the night are Montana Paradise and Drew Rustelli for the guys' team. And I believe for the girls, we have Jill Couvert, Hannah Good, and Megan Wilson. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. There has to be somebody else. Either way, I'm just going to kind of just skim over whatever I feel is needed until we have the seniors ready to be announced. It's a very high-impact game, a very beautiful matchup between these two teams. I don't remember these two teams matching up one against the other earlier this season. I believe I may have missed that game. I also missed the one other game that I truly wanted to record, which was the Harvest game, the away Harvest game. We don't play a home Harvest game, sadly enough, because I believe Harvest is the biggest crowd that we have whenever it comes to an away team. That, or it's either Harvest or Bethel that have the biggest following. Because there was one stream that we hosted, I believe it was the semifinals of the regional volleyball tournament, and we had Cornerstone and Harvest was our highest viewed. It is still our highest viewed video on the channel, and it's not even our team playing, which I feel like that says something about the home crowd's viewership. But nonetheless, it's fact. I just want to go home. Can I go home? Do you guys want to see this? We're gonna have to record it. It's part of the documentation. You want to run another video? I don't know. I don't know what to do. So that's definitely a thing. Right? So yeah, throughout the season, I'll just cover one award that I'm going to try to get. I don't know if I'll have time to order the trophy or not. The sports banquet is on the 9th of March, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure the sports banquet's on the 9th of March. I'm not sure of the start time. But yeah, and during that event, I will try to track down the person that had the most fouls this season and award them with the title of the John Braun Award. This will be the first season that we've awarded this, and it is in honor of the basketball player and football player John Braun that had probably the most fouls in Panther history. It was a rare occasion whenever John Braun did not foul out, so we'll name the award after him. And I feel like the most fouls needs to be recognized at the end of the season. As a positive, as maybe a negative. It's a positive in my eyes because it's an honor. But I think in my season of my few seasons of playing basketball, I probably had like 3 fouls. I wasn't that aggressive. I was like 11. Well, that's not important. So I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get ready to proceed with senior night, but I'm just going to continue to fill in as if this was my own podcast, which it might as well be because I'm the only one talking for the series of how long has this stream been going? 3.5 hours. It's just been me talking, except for the intermissions. Well, Scott Toth was just handed a microphone, so we might be ready to rock and roll here shortly. Yeah. So during this season, I don't know what else to talk about. We built like a miniature hockey rink up on top of the kitchen, and I'm very proud of this. We just used whatever props we could find to make the boards, and it's a lot of fun up there. I think there was only one away team that was allowed to be up there before it was outlawed by the parents, because there is no staircase to get up there as of right now. And yeah. I'll just do a quick sweep of the crowd, see all who's here. I don't know, just people. Oh, player of the night. We'll name Drew Rustelli the player of the game. Player of the season. That's a different story. Oh no, actually, I don't know. Player of the season. It would probably be Drew Rustelli, because if he's not, I feel like the person that's named player of the season, you would notice their presence if they were not there. And there's one person that I know for a fact that would have a full-on effect if he was not present during the game, and that is Drew Stelly. He quarterbacks the majority of plays. He makes probably, I want to say 35% of the points made for the Panthers team over the course of the season. I do want to get a percentage. I want to get a bunch of numbers crunched down, get the percentages all up and ready for the sports banquet night, because I will be, for the first time, I will be quality streaming the sports banquet, possibly getting player interviews. I will be commentating the majority of it for the silent spits, and then I will also, make sure to give, decent quality sound for whenever the awards are announced. That should be March 9th on Saturday, second Saturday of March, I believe. All right, well, people are starting to set up for senior night. There's two of them there. Joe Covert, Hannah Good. Oh, Scott got me flowers. Oh, that's so thoughtful of him. Yeah, this might be the end of this, the away games being recorded. Depending on what happens and transpires in the next few years, it might be coming to an end, because this is the first. I don't know. It depends on what job I have at the end of this, because I'm really the only person that's been recording this season, just overall. Like I think I've handed the camera over to about 4 different people. I know Luke Good recorded the Harvest Tournament games, and I will not be uploading that to Slippery Rock Sports Network, but I will be uploading it to my personal channel if you guys want to watch that. I believe it's on if you go to the homepage, youtube.com/Slippery Rock Sports Network, it should be on the right side somewhere. If it's not on the right side, it's at the very bottom of the page. You'll find it there. Miss Emily says she doesn't want to be on camera. I don't. All right, I'll just keep her out of frame. Perfect. See? It's not that hard. All right, so whenever the microphone cuts on, expect me to shut up, and I'll let you know how things go on. Yeah. So I'm going to shut up and let Scott take over. If I sniffle, I'm sorry, but nonetheless, hopefully we get this on the road soon enough. Are we ready?
All right, if you can hear me, no, if you can't, sorry. Tonight is senior night for our basketball team, both girls and boys. We have 5 seniors, and every time that we do this, there's no rehearsal, so that's why it takes so long to get ready. And I was going to make notes, I thought about it all day, and I don't have anything I haven't had any parents. I don't know if you all want to do anything all back there. I don't know. Well, congratulations to you and your parents. Congratulations, parents, and all family. All right, and our last is Drew Rosselli.
Alrighty, well, that concludes the broadcast of this evening. Yeah, I'm Gabriel Eisler. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time, which I don't know when next time will be. I'll try my hardest to get to the basketball tournament. I believe it's next weekend. I'll record as much of that as I possibly can, and I will be sure to upload that to the best of my ability, which is, who knows how well that's going to be and how high quality that might be, but I will do my best to get a hold of as much of that tournament as I possibly can. And yeah, so the girls' season may be over, but the guys still have a chance to win a trophy. I'll try to keep you informed. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. We'll also be streaming the award ceremony and all that cool, good jazz. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Gabriel Eisler. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network, and we will see you next time.